Hi, You Evolving Now family. I'm Andre Young, founder of You Evolving Now, and I hope that you have had an amazing week so far. And I'm here hopefully to make this a whole lot better week for you as you evolve. So, welcome to the You Evolving Now Thought of the Week. And this week, our topic is doing the dishes. Yeah, I said doing the dishes. It's actually an amazing concept that I implemented or was starting to implement with me a couple of years back. And it really made a difference in my life. And of course, I'm talking literally about doing the dishes, but the concept behind it and how it changed my life. So I hope this resonates with you. So in You Evolving Now Thought of the Week form, I am going to read a quote and ask a question from my Evolve book. I'm going to answer it and then ask it back to you. So we ready? Here we go. You cannot get what you need by depriving your partner of what they need. Unknown. I'll say it one more time. You cannot get what you need by depriving your partner of what they need. Unknown. The reason this stands out for me so much is because so many times in relationships, especially when you've been in it for a while, you live together, and well, if you don't do this, then I'll do that. If you do this, then I'll do that. And that can be and will be a recipe for disaster. So being able to change that concept around and just being able to do and meet the needs of your significant other will take you so far. So my question is this: in a relationship or in your relationship, what do you need? Have your thoughts, intent, and actions paved the way for you to get your needs met? So yes, I am talking about us doing work to get our needs met. So what do I need in a relationship? I know for me personally that I need quality time. I love harmony. I love spending time with my wife. So to get that need met, I can either A, demand that time be met. I can stomp around the house and pout and have temper tantrums, and we all have them in our own way, shape, or form. And I can pout around the house that I'm not getting what I want. But to really get to the core of what I need, I have to look at, are my actions, is my intent, is my daily behaviors and words that I'm saying allowing her to best meet my need? So if that's the case, great. If it's not, I have to figure out, well, why? What am I missing? So one of the things that I found out, because the title of this is doing the dishes. See, I wanted to spend time with my wife. And over the years, I'm from inner city Philly. I don't know how this happened, but I became outdoorsy. Now, those of you who know me know I have a great camping story. If you ever bump into me, ask me to tell you the camping story. It will be worth the 5 minutes that I share with you about that. But from a outside harmonious perspective, I want to go for walks with my wife. I like being outside. I like just enjoying time, holding hands. Let's just enjoy family time, doing things. I am an action-oriented person. And years back, I was wondering, okay, well, why? What's going on? I want time with you, and I'm not getting this time spent. Now, my wife, if you know her, loves to cook. The best cook and baker that I've ever met. I am so lucky. You're lucky if you meet one that does one or the other. I have both. So my wife would come home and she would cook. And she would, she does all of those things, and she loves preparing things from scratch. And I wasn't getting my quality time. And what she said was, well, if you would do the dishes, and this conversation didn't go as smoothly as that, but if you would do the dishes, I would have more time. So I started doing the dishes. And then I wasn't getting the quality time. And I said, well, what's going on? And she says, well, you have to dry the dishes. And I'm like, oh, man. So now I'm drying the dishes. So what I understood, I had to step into her experience. Just getting home from work, enjoys cooking, but then had to do the dishes that were in the sink, then cook, and then do the dishes again. And that just wasn't fair. Not only wasn't it fair for my wife to have to do those things, but it cut into my need being met. So when I adopted the principle and did the dishes with excitement, I can knock these dishes out so my wife can come home and does what she enjoys. She cooked, so she shouldn't have to clean up. And then getting my boys and my children involved in the dinner process and all of that, and allowing this to be family time, I started to get my needs met. And now I do, because now my wife has time to spend with me. And now we have more family time where the kids are off their gadgets and all of the iPads and PlayStations and Fortnite. If you're watching this and you have kids, you know what I mean. And now we can spend that time and we can put music on. And it's an awesome time that I remember, and I hope that they take with them and actually do with their kids. All because I had a need. I found out why it wasn't being met. I was able to get the answer, and then I was able to implement it. Now, mine was the dishes. Maybe yours is as simple as the dishes. Maybe it's more. But are you creating an environment where you can get your needs met? See, in relationships, and I equate this to the same topic as respect. People will say that respect is earned. I don't believe that. I believe that respect is given. If you give it, you'll see what that other person is made of, and then you can decide if you are going to take that respect back. And just because you don't have respect for them doesn't mean you have to behave disrespectfully. I put loyalty in that same realm. If you are in this relationship, if you're in it 1% or 100%, the fact that you have chosen, and we have chosen to be in this relationship, we have an obligation to be loyal, but also creating an environment worth being loyal to. Are you creating an environment that's worth this other person giving back and meeting your need? So looking at it that way and doing the dishes changed my life. I hope this resonates with you. I'm going to read these questions one more time, and as I read them, think about the question, but more importantly, live your answer. So in a relationship, what do you need? And that's a great question to ask yourself, and even better to have an answer to. Because if you're shrugging your shoulders and you don't know what you need, it's kind of difficult, if not impossible, for that other person to meet it. Have your thoughts, intent, and actions paved the way for your needs to be met? What does your partner need? And if you don't know, I implore you not to guess. When this video goes off, go ask them. And ask them without making statements, defending, justifying, minimizing. Just listen. If you ask the question, they may have an answer. They may need a minute because maybe they don't know. Maybe they haven't thought about it in a while. But they have an answer if you allow an environment that's comfortable enough for them to give it. And once they give it, you have the ball in your hands. Evolve you, evolve your relationship, evolve your life. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in this week. If you like this, check out all of the other videos, all of the other personal growth and relationship growth content at youevolvingnow.com. Share this with a friend. Download the app. Let Andre Young, let me, let You Evolving Now live in your pocket so you can start living the life of your dreams. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you next week. Have a fantastic day. Enjoy.